The Karhu head into Game 5 of the finals with a 3-1 series lead, meaning they were just one game away from winning it all, and lo and behold, actually I don't want to give it away quite yet. We start early in the first quarter in Game 5 and Cameron Jones gets Kauhajoki on the board with a layup inside. He had a massive 25 points on the game and more on that soon. But the Vikings kept it very close in the first half. Here it's Wood kicking it out and the ball finds its way to Mikko Koivisto and he drills the 3 to get Vilpas their first points. Severi Kaukiainen, who was on all night, finishes a tough reverse layup and he draws the foul for a free throw as well. He'd go for a huge 15 points and 7 assists on the game. Bit later in the first here, Gantonen drills a 3 off the bounce to tie the game at 13. But Vilpas remained in the game early on. Here they steal the inbound pass and Rico Laine hits the 3 off the back iron. In the second quarter here, it's Brian Fobbs sizing up Simeon Carter and hitting a step back 3. He went for 11 on the night. But it was a lot of back and forth action in the first half. Here it's Carter backing down Griffin for a little post hook to add to the Kauhajoki lead. And then Koivisto does his thing and he finds his way into an off balance 3 and that's money. Then Ahonen finds Wood at the end of the first half to make it a 1-point ball game headed into halftime. And it looked like at this point we might have another down to the wire game. But the Karhu seemed to have other plans headed into the second half. They didn't want to have to go back to Salo to win it all. They wanted to win in Kauhajoki in Game 5 in front of their home fans. And they would show that in the second half. A minute in and Cam Jones takes it inside for a finger roll and that's 2 points. Few minutes later and it's Gantonen driving and kicking and it's a Lee Skinner 3 and now the lead is really starting to grow. Gantonen then takes the handoff. He would drill a 3, he had 3 of those on the night. But then it's Kaukiainen to seal the third quarter. He hit a 3 in the corner, but he also got tagged, so that's a 4-point play. He'd make the free throw, and the Karhu go into the fourth quarter rolling. Here's one of Gantonen's 6 assists on the night. He kicks it out to Cam Jones, who joins in on the fun. But here it's Jones again. This time it's him making the pass. He finds Simeon Carter for a lob, and that's a dunk, and at this point, I'm sure you can see where this one is going. Kauhajoki begins running away with it, and suddenly they're up 20 plus points, and that would basically seal it. The Karhu are your 2022 Korisliiga champions. They'd win Game 5 by over 20 points, and while the series ended in just 5 games, it was a lot closer than that portrays. Games 1 and 2 were blowouts from each team, but then Game 3 came down to just 1 point at the end, and Game 4 was decided by a game-winning 3-pointer from Cameron Jones. Speaking of Cam, he'd earned the Finals MVP trophy. He was amazing the entire series, and what a way to cap off the season for unarguably the most dominant team in the league. After just sweeping through the regular season with the best record in the league and dominating each series in the playoffs, it's amazing to see the entire town of Kauhajoki come together and celebrate the long journey they fought to earn the title of Korisliiga champions.